At time t seconds, where t is greater than 0, a particle p has velocity v meters per second, where v is 3t squared I minus 6t to the power of a half j. We need to find the speed of p at time t equals 2. So speed is the scalar version of velocity. So let's work out the velocity when t equals 2. So we can say when t equals 2, what is v? So v will be equal to 3t squared, so 3 times 4, which is 12, so 12i, minus 6 root 2, minus 6 root 2 j. And that's the velocity. We need to find the speed. So to go from velocity to speed, we use Pythagoras. So it's going to be the square root, so the speed is going to be the square root of 12 squared plus 6 root 2 squared. And we can just type that in the calculator and it will give us the speed. So square root of 12 squared plus 6 root 2 squared. And that is 6 root 6. So we've got 6 root 6 meters per second. Part B, find an expression in terms of I and j for the acceleration of p time t seconds. So to go from velocity to acceleration, we need to differentiate. Acceleration is dv dt. So acceleration is, so times by the power, take 1 off the power, so that would be 6t I, and times by the power, so negative 6 times a half is negative 3, and take 1 off the power, so half take away 1 is minus a half. So we've got 6ti minus 3t to the power of minus a half j. And at time t equals 4 seconds, the position vector is I minus 4j. Find the position vector at t equals 1. This time we need the position. So we're going to integrate. To find the position, we're going to integrate the velocity. So the position vector, we can say r is equal. So this time add 1 to the power, divide by the new power. So t cubed, and then divide by 3 will just be t cubed I. Add 1 to the power, so a half plus 1 is 3 over 2. And then negative 6 divided by 3 over 2. 6 over 1.5, that's 4. So 4t to the power of 3 over 2j. And then I'm going to put plus c. And we're going to use the information they've given us to find out what c is. So when t is 4, we know the position is I minus 4j. So when t equals 4, the position is 4 cubed, so 64i, minus 4 times t to the power of 3 over 2. So 4 square rooted is 2, cubed is 8. That's 4 times 8j, and we've got plus c. So it's I minus 4j is 64i minus 32j plus c. So now we can say what c is. So c is going to be negative 63i plus 28j. So we can rewrite our position vector now. So r is t cubed I minus 4t to the power of 3 over 2j minus 63i plus 28j. And we want to know the position when t equals 1. So we can write when t is 1, r will be 1 cubed, which is 1, so 1i, minus 4 times t to the power 3 over 2, which would be 4j, minus 63i plus 28j, which is negative 62i plus 24j.